Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Laura Train Mama. Today we are having a look at the second story contained within the Thomas Friends Magazine. It's the new release. It's issue 855. The story we're going to cover right now is called Thomas in the Wild. It was an exciting day for Thomas. He was in China taking a film crew to the nature reserve to look for giant pandas. A giant panda? I've never seen one of those before, said Thomas. Thomas was determined to spot a giant panda, even though his coaches, An and Yin Long, said it wasn't likely, as they are so rare. Thomas spotted something. Is that a giant panda? Asked Thomas. It's a red panda, replied An. They're rare, but not as hard to spot as a giant panda. The film crew took out their cameras to film the red panda. They were excited to see it, but Thomas was disappointed. An and Yin Long were convinced they wouldn't spot any giant pandas. But suddenly, Thomas stopped. Two baby giant pandas and their mother walked right by the tracks. Everyone was thrilled to have seen the giant pandas. As they reached the nature reserve, Thomas got excited again. Look! More giant pandas, he shouted. Suddenly, one of the giant pandas took off its head, and a man was underneath. Thomas was stunned. They're people, dressed like giant pandas. So the baby panda cubs won't get used to seeing people, An told him. The people dressed like pandas would help to raise the pandas until they were big enough to look after themselves. The film crew were delighted to have seen giant pandas, and Thomas was glad he got to see them too. Thank you, Thomas. The end. That brings us to the end of story number 2, contained within issue 855 of Thomas and Friends Magazine. If you'd like to hear story number 3, then pop back soon. Don't forget that story quiz. If you missed story number 1, you may want to pop back now to watch that in readiness. See you soon.